Okay, the first card is going to be a Page of Swords. I have an Eight of Wands. This is an Eight of Cups. Okay, very interesting for the first three cards. 2 8s, and 8s are the number, 8 is the number of change. This is a Queen of Cups. I have the Tower, and this will also be in the center of your spread. I have the Shadow side. This is a Seven of Wands. I have the Moon. And then this is the Chariot. Very interesting. You have this nice, strong block of major arcana clustered here together in your present and past. So that kind of tells me that in the month of September, a number of things are going to be evolving, especially seeing that major arcana cards, especially if you have like half or a little bit less than half of major arcana. You have 4 out of 9 cards so far. It means that there's a bigger shift that you can't see in the bigger picture around this relationship and the changes that it's going through. And so, yeah, the Tower is right in the center. And what I want to say about that, because the center card kind of tells me, the center card kind of informs me about how to see the relationship of the other cards surrounding it. The Tower is always about, it's about unexpected events. It's not always pleasant because those events can happen quickly. Usually it's about being blindsided as well. You didn't see these changes coming. And when the Tower happens, when an event happens with the energy of the Tower, it's like, why did this happen to me? This ruins everything. And that's your first impression with the Tower. And I've suffered the Tower, so to speak, a couple of times. And it destroys things that are spiritual blocks in your life, things that needed to be removed. So yes, it's never pleasant. It's never ever pleasant experiencing the Tower, at least when it happens. But here's the thing. The Tower, you start over again, and all the things that were putting you in this destructive cycle and going over and over and over things again and again, going through the same relationship patterns. The purpose of the Tower is to sort of step in and say, you know what, I'm going to help you out here. I'm going to, take some things out, emergency surgery, if you will, and I'm going to sew you back up, and then you're going to heal. That's how I kind of see the Tower. It can be a dramatic change, and as I said, when you experience an event influenced by the Tower, it's never pleasant, and you find yourself starting over, and you feel like you've lost everything. But it's from that rebuilding that you grow and change and learn. And it's just the universe's way of saying things are going off the rails. You're heading into a future that doesn't serve your spiritual good. So in the long term, when you look back, yes, you can appreciate the Tower. But yeah, it's never pleasant. And then you've got the Tower followed by the Shadow side. And the Shadow side is about conquering your fears. Okay? Something having a big influence on you. And sometimes in general readings, the Shadow side can refer to negative energy involving domestic abuse, dysfunctional relationships, addiction to drugs, a lot of the things that the human soul struggles with. And when the shadow side appears and it's not reversed, it's sort of like a call to be brave and fight back this negative influence or this destructive situation. So together, the Tower and the shadow side are definitely sending you a clear message about your relationship patterns, Cancer. Not only that, but I want to point out that you do have a Queen of Cups. You do have some water here, okay? And important, it's not a lot of water, but you do have that Eight of Cups here. And you have this Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups in the Wiccan tarot deck that I have, the Queen of Cups represents Cancer. So, yes, the Oracle is definitely speaking to you. It has your astrological significator here. And some of you Cancers, just based on what I'm seeing from these two major arcana cards here in your present, big changes that are uncomfortable, that might be painful to deal with right now. But it's a change for the good, and I think the Oracle is saying, be a little fearless. Don't be afraid to let this person go. You might be seeing the worst of this person's behavior. Okay? Oh, I kind of jumped into the present energy, but I did want to briefly mention these two major arcana cards in your future. And this is the Moon, which is once again a card about fears of the unknown. The difference with the Moon versus the shadow side is that the Moon is like your subconscious giving you a heads up. Something is not healthy, something is not good for you, and you kind of need to be on alert from it. And I will go into detail about what that means with you and your love interest in the future in a second. And then the future energy is, you got the Chariot. And this is a good energy always, because it's about moving forward. And it's about progress and success. And achieving it. And using your own personal power from within to move through those obstacles. So the story that your major arcana cards are giving me here for you Cancers is you got to go through the fire. You just have to go through it to, there's no other way but through, basically. And you shouldn't be afraid. It's all going to work out for the best in the future. Okay? Whatever's happening now, as bad as it may feel, it's for a higher purpose. So, backtracking here to your past influences or influences that are going to be around the beginning of this month. The Page of Swords is a card of truth. We have these two eights, and remember what I said, that 8 is the number of change. And so 8 of Wands is all about things happening quickly. Sometimes it can mean long distance travel. Sometimes in traditional tarot, the interpretation is arrows of love, this passion that happens quickly, being with your intended. And it can definitely mean surprises that happen out of the blue that you weren't expecting, good surprises, or a message you've been waiting for. So we get this card of truth, and then this something that happens very quickly that kind of knocks you back a little bit, something involving travel or long distance news. And then we come into this 8 of Cups. Okay, and I feel Cancer, we have maybe this 8 of Wands is someone else's energy, because this 7 of Wands shows up a little bit later. And then this fire person with the 8, you have this 8 with the Cups. And it's about emotionally taking a step back and walking away and letting go for the higher good. You know, it's like I need to take some space. That's how I see this card in relationship readings. I need to take some space. And so I'm kind of seeing this discussion. Some of you Cancers are having important discussions. Maybe it's a conflict you two are having with the relationship. Maybe some of you are dealing with a love interest or partner who's lied to you. And I kind of see this Page of Swords coming between you two. I don't see these two 8s working together. I see these two 8s representing two separate energies. And maybe this Eight of Wands is bringing a little bit of pressure to you, Cancer. Someone's pressuring you, someone's speeding things up. You're not happy, though, with what you feel is this person's view of the relationship. You want something more, or whatever it is they're offering you, you're not happy with. So I kind of get the feeling that some of you Cancers have had uncomfortable conversations about the relationship. You're not seeing eye to eye right now. So that's when we come in here to this more intense present moment, which I explained a couple minutes ago. And then as we head into the future, this Seven of Wands, I feel like some of you, your person is still perhaps putting up some defenses. This is also the card of defending yourself, going after what you want and not letting anyone stop you. But in some cases, as I said, the way I'm starting to feel this out with this fire energy with your water is someone is a little bit headstrong. They want to have their way. They keep putting walls up. They keep being defensive. And maybe you don't know why. You're like, why are they being defensive? Why aren't they opening up? And it could even be a major obstacle in the relationship, such as a third party, someone making a decision to take a job somewhere else. And so I feel like some of the issues that were surrounding this Page of Swords, the big discussion, surround this event that might have blindsided you Cancer people. On a minor scale, maybe this Tower means that you got some really inconvenient news, or you found something out about the relationship, or your partner or love interest told you something or did something that kind of really derailed you, okay, and kind of sideswept you. So I do get this real strong sense of big shifts and changes that caught you by surprise about your partner. Your relationship with this person might have been going fast and furious, and then all of a sudden your partner's throwing a monkey wrench into the process, which is very frustrating for you. Like, why did this person have to do this? Why is this person being so pushy? I feel like some of you are just trying to, set a good pace with the relationship so that you feel emotionally safe and secure. And this person's just ignoring all the signs. So let me pull an outcome card to see how your month of September is going to wrap up. You have a Page of Pentacles, and it's reversed. Now, Page of Pentacles, many, interpretations surrounding Page of Pentacles, traditionally, it can mean learning, doing research, getting information. But I've also, in using the Pentacles card, Page of Pentacles, especially since a page can represent delivering a message or a young person, it can mean a beginner starting to learn about something. Okay. I also see it as a reality check card, coming back down to earth, literally and figuratively. Seeing things, having perspective, being practical, and not letting your head get away from, not letting your heart rule your head. But when it's reversed, yes, it can mean not being practical. It follows this Chariot here, which is this movement towards success. It's the movement towards conquering and pushing forward through those obstacles, right? So what we have here in your future is a little bit of pushback here, warning bells going off, but moving forward nonetheless. And that's when this Page of Pentacles shows up reversed, signaling that there might be problems coming up ahead. And it can even be a warning from the Oracle for you Cancers, meaning don't let your love interest or partner run the show here. Otherwise, they're going to lead. If you let this person take the lead, they're going to take the relationship into, they're going to put you in a really funky relationship to where what they say goes. They're going to waste your time. A number of issues that could be coming up here with the Page of Pentacles. But the strongest message I'm getting is have some balance in this situation with the love interest. Make sure your voice is heard. Don't let them use you as a doormat. But also, don't let them bring this chaos into your life and just let it go unanswered or just let it happen to you. If you're not comfortable with what's going on, if you think your partner is screwing up, now it's the time to say so, because otherwise you're going to end up in the month of September, Page of Pentacles reversed. Someone didn't think things through clearly. Someone isn't using their head, basically. Okay, so just a warning. And that is your reading, Cancer. I hope that you've enjoyed your summer. I know that fall, September is the time to get back to school, a number of obligations for many of us. So I hope you've had a wonderful summer. And as always, I thank everyone for your support, the Patreon sponsors. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And of course, I'll see you next month. And as always, I wish you love and light.